Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Red Rose Relationships. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are all doing very well and are excited for a live love reading. So, today on the channel, we're going to be looking at the energy of your person, seeing how he is currently thinking and feeling today, and how that relates to how he's thinking and feeling about your connection. That way, you know what to expect. So, we'll dive into that energy first. And then after that, I will open up for live love readings. So if you open the description box, I have a link to sign up there. Go ahead and sign up for a free love reading, and we'll do your reading after the live general reading. If you would like a more in depth love reading, then I do have options there as well. You can go ahead and donate now, and we'll do your reading after the general reading. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's see what's going on with your person today. Let's see what you need to know about him and your connection. So, most important messages in love, please. How is your person currently thinking and feeling today? How are they currently thinking and feeling about your connection? Hey, Kayla, welcome. What does he want you to know? Most important messages from your person, please. Let's go ahead and cut the deck here. All right, guys. So, in your person's overall energy today, we've got the Six of Cups. Okay. So, he's definitely missing you right now. Okay. If you guys are not in communication, if you guys are kind of like in a period of, separation or distance, today he's really, really missing you. Okay. He's really, really missing you. Um, but it goes a little bit deeper than this. When you first initially met this person, there was a lot of hope. There was a lot of optimism for the future with you. There was this feeling almost like you could save them, okay? That you could fix them or you could make their life better. And when you guys were first initially in that honeymoon phase, that was the feeling that this person had. They really felt like, you know, this person is really helping me a lot. And you were. There was a point in time where you were really helping this person. Um, Not to say that this person is like depressed or anything, but I do feel like they're not super thrilled or super happy about their life right now. There definitely are a lot of difficulties that this person faces internally and externally in their life. And it feels like when you guys first started dating or first started talking or you first met, whatever kind of like the initial situation was, it took that, like, sadness away, or it took that pain away, or it took that loneliness away, whatever the feeling is, it took it away temporarily. But what I feel has happened now is that reality has set in. Reality has set in that you cannot fix him, you cannot help him, that he has to help himself. He has to better his own life. He has to be someone that can add a lot of value to your life. He has to be someone that can make your life better too. It's not just about you making him happy, he has to make you happy too. Okay. So he's kind of understanding that if he wants you around permanently, if he wants you around for the long term, that there's a lot of work that he needs to do on himself. There's a lot that he needs to work on in his life, a lot that he needs to change. And so I feel like he understands that, on a logical level, but his feelings for you or the desire for you is very high right now, right? But again, partially that feeling is just wanting you to make him feel better, right? Partially that feeling is him wanting you to take the pain away. Okay. So it's not just all raw love, it's not just all raw desire. A part of it is, you know, him wanting to feel better. Okay. So, in the way that he's thinking about you today, yep, I have the 2 of cups. Yeah, he's definitely desiring connection and partnership very, very strongly. Okay, very, very, very strongly right now. Um, because he's having a difficult time making himself happy. He's having a difficult time making himself feel good on his own. Okay. Um, he could be trying different things, trying to distract himself, trying to, maybe do things that are supposed to be fun or whatever, right? He's trying, but there's still this like hole in his heart. There's still this need for partnership and companionship that only another person can fill. Okay. And here's kind of the other part of it as well. I feel like this is someone who typically is afraid of connection. This is someone who typically doesn't really want to be in a relationship, but he's starting to understand that there is a level of happiness that you can only have with another person. So he's starting to work through some of his limiting beliefs around relationships and partnerships. And this is very good that he's doing this work right now because it's opening the door for you guys to be together in the future. Um, for every individual person, this is going to be different, but there is something that he is afraid of, right? He's afraid of vulnerability. He's afraid of not having his own space, losing his freedom. He's afraid of being hurt. He's afraid of being abandoned, right? Each individual guy has their own kind of thing. And that's something else that he's working through. And a lot of where that comes from is his past, either a past relationship that he was in or the relationship that he had with his mother or his family growing up. It has definitely affected him. It has definitely you know um changed his view of relationships, and that is something that he is also contemplating right now. So what I want to say about this person is that there's a lot going on with this person behind the scenes. There's a lot going on with him that you don't know about, that you can't see, that's happening internally. There's a lot of healing that's being done. There's a lot of realization that's happening. There's a lot of releasing and forgiving and letting go that's happening. And this process that this person is going through right now is creating the pathway for you and this person to eventually be together in the future. Okay. So he's definitely missing you right now. He's wanting connection right now, but he's also working on the deep emotional barriers that prevent him from pursuing you because this is what's stopping your connection from really moving forward. Now, the way that he is feeling about you today, we have the justice card. Yeah, exactly. He's trying to figure out what type of relationship he can offer you and how he can make an offer that is beneficial for both of you. So, for some of you, this person, maybe isn't ready to go all the way, right? He's not going to commit to like getting married and having kids, all of that right now. That could be down the line in the future. But he does want to give you, you know, some type of certainty. He does want to give you some type of um stability or predictability when it comes to him, and that's something he's trying to figure out. And again, this is going to be different for each individual person, and where that person is at and kind of like you know where they are on their personal journey. But he wants to make you a relationship offer that is beneficial to both of you and that honors where both of you are at on your particular journey. So he's very much so ready to start going down the road of making this more exclusive or making this more official, not in like a huge grand way. Like I'm not getting like, oh, he's going to give you an engagement ring. I'm not getting that, but just something that lets you know that he cares about you, that he values you, that he wants this, and that he's invested into it. Okay. All right. So the way he feels about the connection today, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah. He is envisioning the future, and I feel like he's trying to manifest the future with you. But with that being said, the future with you that he sees in his mind is very, very far away, right? It's off in the distance. It's not like you guys are right around the corner. Okay, like I said, like this is a situation where marriage could be on the table. This is a situation where children could be on the table. But that's definitely way off in the future. Okay, that's definitely way off in the future. He's trying to figure out how you guys can be on the same page in the now, right? How can he make this connection have more flow? How can he make this connection have more simpatico right now? Okay. Where you guys are consistently on the same page, where you guys are consistently in sync and in touch and in tune with each other. Like that's what he's trying to figure out right now. Um, I do feel like he does have to consider other factors, right? Like he's not completely unencumbered where he can just go all in and be committed to this, but there definitely is something he can give you, right? He can give you a certain amount of his time. He can give you a certain amount of his energy. He may have to give up, some of his free time to do that, but I feel like he's willing to do that because the alternative of being alone is not feeling as attractive as it did at one particular point in time. Like, I feel like at one particular point in time, this person was like the type of person that's like, I'm going to always be single, right? He wanted to always be single. He didn't want anyone holding him down. He didn't want anyone, taking his freedom away. And that worked for him for a period of time. But now he's like, I'm bored or I'm lonely or I kind of want someone now. He's changing. He's changing. His desires are changing. His priorities are changing. The way he's seeing life is changing. So therefore, the way that he sees relationship as partnership is changing. He's not seeing it as something that's taking his freedom away. Now he's seeing it as something that can actually help him to grow. That two heads are better than one. And when you're with the right person, that actually makes your life better. It doesn't make your life worse, it makes your life better, okay? And that's the way he sees you. He sees you as someone that would make his life better. He sees you as someone that's gonna add a lot of happiness and a lot of fun and a lot of adventure to his life. So it's actually more attractive to him to be in a relationship with you than to be single. And that's the growth with him. That's the growth that he's experiencing. So if you would have met this guy, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he wasn't thinking like this. He wanted to be single. He wanted to be free. He wanted to have his, time to be himself and kind of live life the way he wants to live. Now, he's thinking differently, okay? He's not 100% there, right? But he's starting to think in that way. So over the next couple weeks and months, there's going to be a lot of changes with him. And you're going to notice that with him. You're going to notice the way he's talking to you is different. The way he's interacting with you is different. The way he's, talking about the future with you is going to start to be different. He's going to be more expressive and talking more about the future and making plans for the future, which is going to be different. So the biggest challenge with him right now is the Four of Wands, is allowing himself to be happy with you, allowing himself to just relax into this connection. There is fear here. He is afraid of being hurt. He is afraid of not being good enough. He is afraid of not meeting your standards or not measuring up and not being good enough. He is afraid of those things. Those fears exist and they're valid. And that's what he's figuring out right now. That's what he's trying to work through right now is those inner those inner blockages that prevent him from being fully vulnerable, fully present, fully available with you. Okay. All right. So let's get some oracles from him. Let's get some messages from him, see what he wants to say to you today. So, most important messages from your person today. What does he want you to know? Wow, we have it was my fault, but I blamed you. Okay. So he maybe is making you feel as though there's something wrong with you. And that's why this connection isn't advancing. That's why this connection isn't moving forward. Like, or you can maybe feel kind of insecure about yourself or insecure about something in your life, and you feel like you need to change it. And if you change it, then you'll be more attractive to him, or he'll act better and he'll act different. But really, it wouldn't matter, right? It really wouldn't matter no matter what state your life was in, right? If you were, the most beautiful girl in the world, if you were the richest girl in the world, most popular girl in the world, whatever, it's not going to change the fact that he isn't fully 100% ready for commitment. It isn't going to change the fact that he does have some fears about relationships. So, what he's trying to tell you is it's not you, it's me. Like the reason why our connection isn't where you want it to be or isn't going the way that maybe you want it to go is because of me and things that I'm working through. So you don't have to be insecure about yourself or feel like you need to change yourself because it really wouldn't matter, right? It really wouldn't matter. And a lot of women feel that way. They feel like they need to be more beautiful, more attractive, and then, men will give them commitment. And that's just not true, right? Some of the most beautiful, attractive women in the world are still single, can't find a guy, because it doesn't matter if the man has issues, doesn't matter. And that's the thing is like, he's like, I need to work on myself so I can be what you're looking for. It has nothing to do with you. Okay. So he wants you to like take the weight or the pressure off yourself, or, he doesn't want you to feel like you need to be a particular way or you need to be perfect. Like, he thinks you're already perfect, right? He already thinks that you're going to add so much benefit to his life. He already thinks that you're going to be beneficial for him regardless of what your current situation or status may be at this particular moment in time. Okay, let's see what else he wants to say. Okay, we have I wish I could share my good news with you. So I feel like there's a lot of things that he has been realizing about himself, about life. He is making personal progress. He is improving as an individual. He is um he's growing, right? And it feels like he wants to tell you like what's going on with him, but I also feel like it's just not the right time. And even at the bottom of the deck, I have the card that says the timing just wasn't right for us, which I feel like the timing is just not right. It's not time for him to open up to you yet. It's not time for him to tell you all his secrets yet. It's not time. The time is coming, but it's just not right now. But I do feel like there is a lot of really positive things that he's realizing about himself that he wants to tell you, that he wants you to know, because he knows it's going to make you happy. It's going to make you positive for the future together. So there's a lot that he wants to tell you and express to you, but he doesn't really know how to tell you or when the right time is to tell you. What I can say is like he's just really deep in the inner work right now, and it's not time to be expressive yet. All right, let's get one more from him. We have I wish I could take my words back. So there is some regret that he has, and I think just in general, he regrets not being in a better position before meeting you, or kind of having himself together more before meeting you. Like, he feels like you kind of met him at like a bad time, or you met him when he wasn't at his best, or you kind of call him at a bad moment in time in his life. He wishes that, things could be different, that he could have met you at a different time, that the whole situation, the whole scenario could have just worked out completely differently. And at the bottom of the deck, I have, my life is not as together as it seems, which, yes. I feel like at the time that you were meeting this person, he wasn't 100% happy with himself and his life and him in his circumstances, and that's exactly what he's working on now. But he kind of hates that you had to see him like that, like you had to see him not at his best, because he feels like you're kind of going to always have that first impression of him. So he does, kind of wish that things would have been different. But nonetheless, this isn't stopping him from coming forward in the future, right? He's not going to be something that makes him not want to do this later on when he is in a better position. Okay. All right. So that's what he wants to say to you today. Let's see what spirit wants you to know today and how spirit wants you to think about this connection today. We have mastery. Okay. So the card says you have learned the spiritual lesson. So what spirit wants you to know is like, you are fine. Like, you're fine. Like, there's nothing you need to do. And I feel like that also is a message from your person as well. It's like they don't want you to feel like you need to be doing more, trying harder, doing anything crazy. Like, you are enough as you are right now. You are completely lovable as you are right now. You are relationship material as you are right now. Like, you're good, okay? So I feel like the universe and your person as well, they want you to relax. They want you to just relax, and they want you to just trust the timing and trust the process and trust that, like, you are okay. And I think that's the hardest part for you, is just understanding that there are factors of this connection that are out of your control, and that you just kind of are in this like patience phase, and like there's just a need to accept. Like, that's literally the only thing you can do in this situation, is just accept the situation for what it is. Let's see what else. We have obstacles. Yep. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Exactly. That is what is preventing your connection from moving forward. It's his unhealed wounds. It's his personal limiting beliefs, his ideas about love and relationship that are not very positive. It's his past negative experiences that he's had in love and relationships that he's having to work through and change at this particular moment in time. That is the biggest barrier to your connection moving forward. It's nothing to do with you specifically, and it's more to do with his internal state. Because truthfully, even though he may not be in the position in life he wants to be, if he had a more positive outlook on relationships, you guys could be together and you guys could work on those things. But the thing is because he has a more negative view of relationships and he's more afraid of relationships, that's what affects your connection from moving forward. The point here is that you guys don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be open and vulnerable with each other. And that's the thing with him, is he's not fully open to the connection, and he's not ready to be 100% vulnerable. There are things about himself and things about his life that he is not happy with, that he's embarrassed about, that he feels insecure about. And until he feels better about those things, then your connection isn't going to be able to move forward. Again, it wouldn't matter if you were the most beautiful woman in the world, with all the money in the world, all the fame and popularity in the world. It's still not going to change the way he feels about himself. Okay. So that's what's truly blocking your connection from moving forward. It's more on him, right? And it's not to, say like, "Oh, you're just this perfect little princess." No, it's not to say that as well, but it's just to say that the bulk of why the connection isn't moving forward is because of him. Okay, so final card from Spirit today, we have unplug. Okay, it says working less will help to strengthen your relationship. And I feel like what this is really saying for you is there's a need to just relax. Relax, relax, relax. You don't have to work to make this connection work. Okay. This connection is going to unfold in the way that it's going to unfold, no matter what. And so you can kind of relax. You don't have to feel like you have to have your hand on the wheel and constantly know what's going on and constantly be, super tapped in and dialed in. And am I doing enough? And in this, like, it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't need to be like that, not at this particular point in time. That's kind of more him. He's definitely the one that's having to do a little bit more of the work and make a bigger push forward. And for you, like, the more that you kind of just relax and trust and relax into your feminine, the better this process is going to go. Okay. All right. So let's see what his intentions and actions are at this time and kind of how this all ties together for the day. So his intentions for you in the connection right now, I have the 9 of pentacles. Yes. Right now, his goal is to get to stability, right? He's trying to get to the point where he has stability within himself, stability within his life, stability within his finances, where he feels like he can provide you with a stable life and be stable for you and be this grounding force and energy in your life. That's his goal. And that's not something that is going to happen overnight for him. It's not something that's going to be easy for him, but that's the way that he's thinking. He's thinking about this long term. If he didn't care about you, he wouldn't be thinking about it like that, okay? He's thinking about it like that because he cares about this and he wants this to work and he wants this to last, okay? So that's his intention right now is to provide you with a stable life and a stable future and a stable relationship, okay? So his actions, what you can expect him to do. We have the Chariot. Yeah, he's gonna continue to have lots of strong feelings for you. And he's gonna be feeling into those feelings and exploring those feelings more. So this is a little bit more of like an internal action that's gonna be going on today. I see him being a little bit more internal, more introspective, more reflective, rather than taking a external action today. I see him kind of doing more inner work, which is very positive. So the outcome of today for your relationship, we have the 2 of swords. There's a lot of there's going to be a lot of thoughts that are going on today. Um and I feel like this is going to be continuing into, the next day and the days to come, but there's a lot of like little micro decisions that I feel he's having to make and a lot of realizations that he's having or that you're having about the connection. What I see here is there could just still be more questions. There could be still some uncertainty that exists here, but that is normal, right? Like that is totally normal right now. You don't have all the information about this person and your future. There's a lot of things that still haven't been worked out and haven't been decided. And so there is a level of uncertainty that you do have to be okay with at this particular point in time in your connection. But as long as you are, then and you have your expectations set properly, then everything's okay here. So let's pull one final oracle to close this out, and then I'll open up for live readings. I have soulmate. So yes, This person is your soulmate, and bottom of the deck, I have calling in your soulmate. Okay. So I think the best thing that you could be doing at this particular moment in time is just staying really positive about this connection, continuing to manifest the connection and manifest it through your positive thoughts. Keep dreaming about the future that you want. Keep dreaming about the life that you want. Send this person positive energy. This person is more sensitive to you than you know. Okay. So the more positive you are and the more optimistic you are, this person's going to feel that and they're going to feel that draw to pull forward towards you and not to pull away from you. Okay. So, a lot of this is energetic right now, a lot of this is spiritual right now. Don't get too caught up in the material world at this particular point in time. It's more about being aligned on an internal level and kind of finding your way to each other internally. Okay. So that's more of how this is set up, but this is just confirmation that yes, this person is your soulmate. Therefore, you have to think about this connection like a spiritual connection, which is very different than a normal conventional connection. The way you guys come together is by being on the same page internally and spiritually. So, the more that you work on your internal, the more you work on your spiritual, the easier it is for this connection to come together in the real world. Okay. So hopefully that is helpful for you. If it was, you give this video a thumbs up. And if you're watching this in the live version, I will now open up for live personal readings. Kayla, thanks for signing up. Let me know if you're here. Kayla, go ahead and post your question. For Kayla, how does Romello feel about her? How does Romello feel about Kayla? Okay, so the way he feels about you, I have the devil. Okay. So I feel like he is either like low key or high key obsessed with you. Um, there's something about you that is very addictive to him. And what that shows about him and what that shows about your connection is that um, there's something that he is trying to that's something that he's like avoiding about himself or something that he doesn't want to like focus on in himself. And so he's like projecting that onto you and like he wants you to make him feel better. He wants you to help him like escape from something difficult that he's personally feeling internally. So he could be sort of like avoiding doing his own personal internal work or being avoiding changing something about his life that maybe is toxic. Um and just hoping that your connection will like make him feel better. So he could be projecting like energy onto you of like wanting you to like save him or kind of be his escape or make him feel better about himself or about his life. But in reality, it's like he needs to really focus on changing his life for the better. He needs to focus on fixing what's broken in his life, fixing the toxic things in his life, and not expecting that a relationship or a person is going to make his life better. Okay, so just be careful when it comes to like toxic energy with him or um him kind of like love bombing you or him like really wanting to have a lot of your attention. It's not coming from a place of like love, it's coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a place of like brokenness or toxicity. So just be careful with him, because it's not necessarily about you per se. It's about the way that he wants you to make him feel about himself. So, just be careful in terms of like, you know, not thinking like, oh, because he's giving you attention or he's blowing you up, that means he likes you. Um, it's sort of more about him trying to escape a certain feeling that he's feeling, or it's more about him trying to escape a reality that he's experiencing and kind of projecting like a fantasy onto you or wanting you to like act a certain way to make him feel better about himself. So, um, that's the primary energy with him right now. It's hasn't really gotten to the level where he's genuinely, um, wanting you because he wants you, the person. It's more at this particular point in time, more about him wanting you to either like boost his ego or make him feel better about himself. So, yeah, definitely be careful with this one. There's a lot of work that he's still needing to do to be genuinely available and truly vulnerable. So, best of luck to you. You're welcome. Samaya, thank you for signing up. You can post your question. Hello, Samaya. You can post your question. Sounds good. Okay, so you said my question is, what are Anthony's feelings towards me? We're currently separated for 3 days now after a year and a half of us seeing each other, but he would block me and unblock me to hang out and get intimate. Okay. So what are Anthony's feelings towards Samaya right now? Okay, his feelings towards you, I have the Chariot. Okay, so there are a lot of very deep feelings that he does have towards you. A lot of this is that you provide him with a lot of comfort, right? You make him feel good about himself. You make him feel like there's somebody that cares about him. It's nice for him to know that you want him, okay? That feels very, very good to him to know that you love him, that you desire him, you want him. And that's a lot of the benefit that he gets from you is just simply that you want him, okay? But it's more about him, okay? He wants you to want him so he feels good. He's not as interested or as invested in returning the favor and making sure that you're happy, making sure that you feel good, that your needs are met. It's kind of a selfish thing. It's kind of a thing where it's more about him feeling better. It's more about him feeling good. As long as he feels good and he's getting what he's wanting with you, then he's happy. So when he feels like you're not giving him what he wants or you're stressing him out, that's when he can go ghost or block you or not be as interested in you. So he wants you to kind of stay in line, so to speak. He wants you to, invest a lot of your energy into him and do that consistently. And when he feels like you're like pulling away or you're like doing too much, then that's when he will kind of pull away and he'll, get away from you. So all of that's showing is that he has a lot of unresolved issues when it comes to himself emotionally, a lot of unresolved issues maybe when it comes to his mother. He may have a mother wound that he is, kind of using you to work through or heal. Okay. He's not as invested in you as you are in him. Okay. So that's what you have to understand about him. He likes you when you make him feel good about himself. He wants you when he feels insecure or he feels low or he wants to feel better, then that is when he wants you. But once he's, done with you, doesn't want you anymore, he feels good, then that's when he goes away because he doesn't need you anymore. He only comes back to get his fix and then that's it. And that's the same way like how a son is with the mother. Okay. When you have a son, when he's sad, when he hurts himself, then he's all over you. But then when he's happy, then he's nowhere to be found. Okay, so this is kind of where he is right now in his life journey. He's in a part of his journey, he's in a part of his life where he is working on becoming a man. He's working on, what he wants to do and kind of moving his life forward. And the only time he's interested in women is when he doesn't feel good about himself. When he needs an ego boost, when he needs affection, when he feels down, then he'll go to get a woman. Once he feels good about himself, once he feels confident, once he's okay, then he's nowhere to be found. Okay. This is just a phase of life. And it's not until, men get older or they become more mature that they understand that, happy wife, happy life, right? When you have a good woman in your life, then everything's going to be happy. He's just not there yet. He's still at a phase where he has a big ego, where he cares more about himself, where he wants to do it by himself. He only wants women to make him feel better when he wants pleasure, when he wants to feel good. It's just a stage, it's a level of maturity that he's at, okay? And the reason why this works is because women are very emotionally available. Women want to be emotionally available, and, this is why men will do this and they don't make a big commitment because women will just give their emotional availability away for nothing. So, this is just something that you have to understand about him. It's more about him, it's not about you. And this is just a reality about him that you have to understand. It's a level of maturity. You're not going to be able to talk to him about this. You're not going to be able to tell him about it. You just have to accept the reality of who he is, where he is. Okay? So, this is where you're at. Okay? No, you can't change your question. That was your question. It was a free question. You can always donate for a new question. Okay? So, hopefully that was helpful for you. Good luck. Hello, Claire. Welcome. Thank you so much for signing up. You can go ahead and post your question. For Claire, will Alistair ever commit to Claire? Will Alistair ever commit to Claire? Okay, so we have for you the Queen of Swords. Okay, so him committing to you is going to require you to have very strong boundaries, okay? Or for you to perhaps make an ultimatum or for you to be very empowered within yourself. Um, he needs to see the benefit, let's say. He needs to feel the pressure. He needs to feel like there needs to be a level of urgency or there needs to be a level of how can I say it? If you're too available to him and he feels like you're waiting for the commitment and you have no other options, then he has no urgency to commit. But if he feels like you're in high demand, you're scarce, um, a lot of other people see the value in you. A lot of people are, vying for your attention. Then he's going to be a little bit more willing to commit. Okay. So him committing to you really comes down to you showing your value, right? You showing your value and you showing him, not by, threatening him, but, showing him through your actions like, I'm very desirable. There's a lot of people that want me. You would be lucky to have me. And really sitting in that position. That's what it's going to take for him to commit to you. It's like he needs to feel like he's missing out on something, that he's losing something. So it requires you to definitely be in your power and to be in a position where, he genuinely is, losing out on something. So he needs to kind of see the reason why. He's not just going to do it just cuz. He's not just going to make a commitment just to make a commitment. It's definitely going to be because he's going to be, afraid he's going to lose out on something. So, I don't know where you're kind of at with him right now, what the, circumstances are right now, but the more scarce you can be to him, the more you can kind of show your value and show that there is urgency, then the more he will be willing to commit to you. So it's sort of like contingent upon the energy that you're exerting that will determine whether or not he's going to commit to you. Okay. So hopefully that is helpful for you. Best of luck and thank you for being here. For Suprella, thank you so much for signing up. Your question is, what does Baron think about me? She is an old friend. So what does Baron think about Suprella? I have the 5 of swords. So it feels like you and this person are on different pages, okay? So the way that you think about them and the way they think about you are different. Um like what they want and what you want are different, or the trajectory or path that you're on and the trajectory and path that she's on are very, very different paths. So there is like a incompatibility here that she feels with you. There's something about your dynamic that is just not feeling right for her. So it definitely feels like there is something that doesn't really bring this together in a cohesive type of way. So she's not really thinking about you per se in like a positive way. It's kind of more of just feeling like you guys are different people on different types of paths. Um, and that you're wanting different things about from life. Okay. So hopefully that is helpful for you. Good luck.